My boss made me open and close the restaurant on short notice. Today, I, a 23-year-old male, was going to work, somewhat content singing the corporate jingle. La 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 la, la 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 la. When I get a call from my boss saying he wants me to not only open for tomorrow, but also close for about 2 days to a week because of his own problems. This notice was given to me just the night before. In the past, my boss has made me clean the fryer vigorously. And even when it was spotless and shiny, he would make me redo it until late night, over and over and over and over and over. I told him I would open, and he said something along the lines of how I am acceptable and that I would be compensated. Should I quit my job and move away from the chicken industry? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, wow. What a post. What a post. It's really disturbing that someone could work in the polio industry. Is that what you said? Polio, the ancient disease that we used to suffer from?
Yes, that and E. coli. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Scraping that out over and over again out of a tub all night. Yeah. No, thank you, Matt. Yeah. It does sound like the boss has got some micromanagement tendencies there. A little bit of OCD, projected OCD. Is there anything worse than OCD? Yep, projected OCD, making someone else turn that light switch off and on over and over again.
My question is, was he singing the corporate jingle while scrubbing vigorously? La 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 la, la 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 la, over and over again.
I think the record might have skipped the moment he got that phone call from his boss, and everything that he had in his mind that he'd been planning for that day was suddenly not going to plan anymore. And I get that. That's a bit tough, isn't it? You know, maybe he'd been planning to go out on a date or read a book later, and now he's got to close up shop later. But that's kind of life. Unexpected things happen, and that's a part of maturing and getting older. And like that green guy, Yoda, I was going to say that green guy Gandhi, but it's not Gandhi, it's Yoda from Star Wars. It's not, confuse those two people.
There is no try, only do.
So yeah, it's like just getting more mature, and you just have to deal with challenges and unexpected things as you get older. If nothing else has taught us over the last few years, that life is unexpected and adverse, and it's coming at you wherever you're not expecting it.
That's right. Life happens to everybody, not just the employees, right? It's easy to do this. If you can see me, I'm staring through a tunnel with my hands. It's easy to get tunnel vision and think that unexpected things only happen to me, right? And forget, hey, it happens to everyone all the time. So, Andrew, let me ask you this. Is it fair that a boss asks someone or another employee to pitch in and help when something unexpected arises?
I think it is, because put it this way. If you worked on a fishing trawler and you not only went out to sea to catch the fish, but you also had to bring some of that fish home to eat and put it on the table for your family to eat, then you wouldn't have such a problem with this situation, would you? Would you, Matt? Would you have a problem with that you had to stay later to get the fish, to put the fish on the table for your family?
Yeah, I mean, we got to eat. I would like to eat today, please. Sometimes it's easy to adopt that mentality of, but it's not in my job description. Show me where it's in my job description, or else I'm not touching it and I don't want to discuss it. And that's never a good look for anybody. Just because something's not in your job description doesn't mean you have to do something or not do something. It simply means that this thing that came up is outside of the standard expectations of your role. And it's a great move to have a conversation about how you can help, right? It doesn't mean you have to do something. You can have a conversation about that. But I think too often people sometimes think, well, it's not in my job description and I'm not going to do it, or I'm not being paid extra for this, so I don't care about it. And that's just never a good look for any employee, any manager, really anybody in any organization, because it doesn't show a team approach, right? It doesn't show that, hey, we're in this together. And that type of mentality really very easily creates an us versus them type of environment. So I think when that boss brings up the question, hey, can you help with something? This is unexpected. It might be outside of your job description, or might ask you to go above and beyond. Be a little empathetic to it and think about how it could really serve the bigger picture. But What do you think, Andrew? What else comes to mind?
Here's what I think. We all need to eat, and we all get value from a business, and we all go in to collaborate and bring value to other people and get value from the business. And sometimes the way we get value and give value has to fluctuate and change a bit. We have to be adaptable, because maybe the thing that your boss had plans, like maybe he had a team member who just suddenly called in sick, or maybe their child had to go to hospital, and all of a sudden he's got a problem with keeping the restaurant open. And if he can't keep the restaurant open, then the business doesn't make enough money to pay everyone's wages that week. And there might be these other challenges going on that you just don't know about. Now, I think it's totally fine on odd occasions for this to happen, and for your boss to have to ask you to do this, to pitch in and be a top team member. And really, this is how top team members come about, right? You don't become a top team member just by doing the basics. I mean, that's how you become a standard and acceptable team member. It's like when the challenge arrives, when like you're in a die-hard situation and the terrorists have just invaded the office building, and you choose to be John McClane and step up and rise and meet that challenge and help your business stay open and serving people and profiting and serving value to people, that you become a winning team member. And even if your job is not that huge right now, or that's your perspective that your job's not that huge right now, that attitude that you're developing and nurturing is going to be a winning attitude that's going to serve you throughout your career and all your changes in life. So open your mind up, like Matt says, to taking on some of this responsibility and taking ownership of the winning and success of the business. Don't just make winning and success the leader's thing. Make it your thing as well. Have some pride and some proper investment in your business. And you never know where that can take you. If your boss sees that you're the kind of person who can be relied on and can keep stepping up, who knows what that could lead to? It could lead to massive opportunities for you, because you just never know who knows who in life. Having said that, I think your boss should put in plans long term to like make it so you don't have to do this all the time.
Yeah, instead of cleaning the fryer, you can just bathe in the polio and in the E. coli. You can just lather it up on you instead.
That's right. Just jump in there. Yeah, explore those extra workplace opportunities using your chicken baster as a spa. You know, just like don't see having to work late as a loss of leisure time. Just see how you can merge those two activities together.
That's right. Enjoy that guy time, right? That manly stuff. Bacon, sawdust, polio grease, chicken grease. I mean, whatever. It's go roll in it.
For work's sake.
For work's sake.